Today's topic includes Victor, Vortex, and Andri Dash. We're starting with Victor because he's already confessed.
Angel Love had posted about a sexual role play that I had did with her. I want to come clean and I want to be honest. Those sexual role plays did happen. They happened between us.
So from what I understand, this put Angel Love at 1415. Here's where Angel Love says as much herself. So recently, a Brony by the name of Gilded Dash came forward with new info on Victor Vortex and how he got banned from HarmonyCon. And Gilded Dash also told me that from YouTuber Dreams Can Come True, that they heard that Harmony Studios, not HarmonyCon, wants to welcome back with open arms Victor Vortex. That video is up on Fanon Frenzy.
The convention that I know I'm definitely banned from is HarmonyCon. And that's the only one for sure I know about, but so I don't know. I guess just we've talked. Everybody else in the studio wants me to come back to work with them and stuff like that after the convention, because the convention, like I said, the convention wants the convention already made and the studio made a public statement about me and everything like that. So after the convention's done and everything, end of February, beginning of March. Going to excuse me. They want me to come back and be director again. So,
which leads us to Lordben Maza's interview with Victor Vortex.
Why did I leave?
Yes.
Why did I leave the podcast? Well, I couldn't say anything else, and I was trying to explain myself and trying to tell them my full story about everything. And they wouldn't let me speak. They wouldn't let me say anything. I was trying to give them the answers that they were wanting, and they wouldn't let me speak.
I gave him all the time in the world, and I'd be glad to do it again. But still, to be fair, let's look back at Bad Idea Podcast 4.
Shots have shown. That's pretty much the limit of it. There wasn't.
I haven't seen the screenshots, so
neither have I.
The screenshots are on Angel Love's Twitter. I mean, you go ahead right there. I'm not denying those screenshots. That roleplay actually happened, and
you were the one who started getting it sexual, or was it her?
It started out as a regular roleplay for me and her. And
so the question,
that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is, like, who was the first one to start?
Who made the first sexual comment?
Yeah.
Who did the first sexual comment?
Yeah.
Well, it was the first couple comments that wasn't taken screenshots of that were in the actual chat was, we started talking normal, and then we started getting like romanticizing and kissing.
Dude, that's like that is
there was no
for who made the first comment. Which person in this two-person?
Well, hold it. Let me ask you a question here.
Yeah.
You said that it started getting hot and heavy. Is this an isolated incident since this happened 5 years ago?
Yes, this is an isolated incident. I'm not role-played since then. I've not done anything like this.
That was a bit disorganized, and on occasion we did get a bit heated, but that was far from the most hostile environment I've ever been in, and Victor was given time to respond. I did recall having a fan, I forget the name, who said that there were other accusations, but without coming forward, sadly, I have to take Victor's word at face value, though I would strongly encourage, if anyone has any other serious allegations, to bring forward, to please do so.
Stand. Something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want you to understand. If you are sorry and remorseful, and
I thought Victor was going to turn himself into the police.
May I speak? May I speak and say something? I completely understand. I understand what you're saying, Ben. I have a child of my own. Okay, I understand.
That's horrifying.
My folks know about this. They know. I've talked with them about this, and they were sorely disappointed. They know. They were sorely disappointed in me. And they said they already told me if this comes back somehow and bites them in the butt and they lose their jobs, then I'm going to be homeless and they will get custody of my daughter.
We said go to the police.
And if they don't want me back, so be it. They don't want me back into the fandom, so be it. That's their choice. Everybody is entitled to their opinions and their own minds.
He's trying to go to BronyCon.
But
usually when you record somebody, you have to tell them that. Even by law, you're supposed to tell somebody you're recording them.
That is a state-by-state statute.
How many conventions have I been to? I've been to several Brony conventions, and there's never been any incident. Nothing. I've not been kicked out from any convention.
Well, yes. How many conventions have you been to?
With Angel, what drove you to that?
Okay. Well, like I said, I've been working with my psychiatrist, and my psychiatrist said that point in my life, I was trying to fill voids in my life with meaning that I was trying to fill empty spots in my life and trying to, I guess, fill voids.
What? He was just trying to fill an emotional void. Get a pet rock. Then again, I asked you this before from Bad Idea Podcast 4. You said you had no idea what started all this. Now you're saying you're trying to fulfill an emotional void according to your therapist? If there's any licensed therapists watching this or anyone who knows one to see if that story is even remotely possible.
Okay, so I want to trust you with this, Ben. My parents work for school districts. They could lose their jobs.
Okay, enough dumb questions. You said you trusted Ben with this, and then answered in live stream, are you fucking retarded? Do you sell retardation and retarded accessories? I have a question, Victor. How much money do you have to make that you were able to afford a lawyer, a psychologist, and still able to afford a kid and go to all these conventions? I really need to go back to this because I was told I defamed Victor. This is a long clip where I'm doing everything I can so that Victor, who had a dark period in his life that lasted 1 whole year, you're still with me on this, and in a year of a bleak, immeasurable, and endless darkness, his coping mechanism was to ERP with a 14-year-old. That Victor would have us fucking believe that erotic roleplay was a magic tonic, an elixir, if you will, that snapped him back to reality. My God, if only you could bottle and sell that shit, Victor.
The police aren't going to just, like, if I pointed at someone going, oh yeah, that guy's a pedophile, they're going to like, what do you got?
Right.
Simple question. How in the fuck did a goddamn crackhead convince the police that you're a pedophile? That's not that hard. This isn't fucking goddamn that complicated. Hi, Rory.
If she even is a crackhead, he could be lying about that.
No, I'm not lying about that. She legitimately does drugs.
All right.
Okay. Hi, Leo.
Every time we asked you these questions, you dragged shit on forever. The talk we had with you was beyond reasonable, at least at times, and every time, without fail, you came up with, my wife's a crackhead, I RP'd once in my life. But, it was with a 14-year-old. Who the fuck RPs just once? It's fucking impossible.
Victor, it takes a bit more than someone just having accusations of you being a pedophile for you to have to go take a pedophile test. Like, you're saying the police made you do this, right? Or what?
What in God's name is a pedophile test?
Test to see if you're a pedophile?
Well, no shit.
He was evaluated. We're referring to his evaluation.
No, they looked into it, but I didn't take any test.
But you said you did, though.
Yeah,
who evaluated you? Who are these people that you got evaluated by? That's the whole thing we're asking you about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said that you
it.
had seen a therapist or something of that nature, and they said that you didn't have pedophilic tendencies.
Whoa! Hold on here. Hold on. Let me back up just a scotch because I haven't been able to follow the stream. I just got done with my own podcast here, so let me take a look here. We have Victor in here. And what are you spinning today, Victor? What are you trying to sell here?
Well, okay, so let me recap you for this. Victor Vortex, Victor Vortex, that name is a fucking mouthful, claims that his ex-wife, who allegedly, I should have put that in there at the beginning, but since I don't have the name, I guess you can't defraud Anonymous, is a crackhead and accused him of pedophilia. And because of this dark place in his life, it caused him, Leo, and pay attention, this is key, to ERP with a minor just once. And he found the strength through an anonymous family or friend member to never do that again.
Okay, one question real quick to Victor. Victor, are you paying attention?
Yes, I'm listening.
Was this anonymous friend by the name of Jesus Christ?
We asked that already.
We've been asking.
We asked that already.
because if the answer is no, that fish is about 3 weeks old, and I'm not a sucker enough to buy it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And keep in mind, Jesus better not be some Mexican dude at the end of the course.
Immediate reaction when you were outed wasn't, you know what? What I did was wrong, and you kept with that and said, I'm going to turn myself in, and then I'm going to figure out. No, it was, well, she didn't tell me she was going to go public with this.
Right.
No,
Like,
you want to convince me? You want to convince everybody else here? You immediately get off this call, you go to your local precinct, and you tell them, hey, this is what I've done, prosecute me. And I said this in your comment section, bucko, as well as retweeting it on Twitter. If you are truly contrite, if nothing is truly a problem here, if Angel Love is truly benevolent, the charges will be dropped and you will get a proper therapist. But since you are here right now, I buy that about as well as somebody selling me a bridge in Florida.
The door is still open, Victor, to hear how I've been magically not beyond fair with you and how most people haven't been fair with you. I strongly encourage everyone to share Victor's confession video and many of these other videos to every convention that you can find so that they can come to the right conclusion. Thank you for your time. The following is a call I had with Hateful on Andrea Dash and his server and the level of responsibility they took when they found out that Kippy, a pedophile, was involved in their scat server, which, by the way, has kids in it. They took the time to secure the room away from Hateful before they took the time to remove a pedophile.
I forgot what the hell we were supposed to do.
We're talking about Andri.
Okay, but yeah, I know you gave me a really good summary where I was like, shame I didn't record this because I wasn't thinking, but
Right. Do you want to go through the doc together? What I can do is I can get the entirety of our conversation between the two of us, so there's nothing taken out of context.
No, I get you too. Here, let me take a looky, Lou. Did you send it on here or?
I sent it to your the Discord chat between the two of us, the doc.
Oh, here we go. You gave
the one that says Gassy Pony.
The Patreon overview. Is there anything incriminating in the Gassy Pony disc or Patreon, so to speak?
As far as I can find, he, like I said, he had the links to the scat. Is that incriminating in any way?
I'm trying to make it easy enough where we can vilify the guy without be like going, oh, you guys are just going after him because he's into weird shit, which is not in dispute. It's not about.
Like I said, I'm not in there, and I asked him to give me the audit logs that says that they removed him because, like I said, if you look back at the logs, the Kippian family logs, the ERPs between him and the victim, go all the way back till February. And then it's not till the 30th, which is like 2 days after your video on Andre came out, which also includes like a day after the stream we had with Zane.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when they kicked him. So as far as I can assume, it tells me that he is the only like pedophile that they actually knew about, but didn't actually kick him from the group.
So he's still in there.
He could be. He might not be. He told me that. He showed me screenshots. Like if you go, I think it's in the doc, but he sent me a screenshot that says that he and him don't share any servers, which would include the Gassy Pony server. But as far as I know, he could have just kicked him out and put him back in. That's why I wanted the audit logs.
Oh, here's the Google Doc. Let's see.
I'll tell you what page it's
There's
on.
There's the For Affinity interview. What's incriminating in that, out of curiosity?
Not really much. It's just basic stuff that he's inspired by Gassy Ponies, which were the people that I thought was like holding scat. I mean, if you want to do a bit on them, that's fine.
Yeah, I had somebody come tell me about He said the gassy ponies was somebody different than Andrea Dash. That's right.
Yes, they are somebody different. But the scat doc link that I sent you from their Patreon it's literally titled "A Gift to Andri Dash."
Let's see. There's his Gmail and all these things. I'm just going through this Google Doc.
Yeah.
So the only thing, is there any reason to include the husband in this? Because I'm probably going to argue against
the only reason why I'm including, I'd ask you to include him is because he runs another server, and he's also now running the Gassy Ponies server, as far as I know.
And are they still permitting kids in?
They're letting anybody in.
But I hate to be that pain in the ass, but we were thorough last time with the Sheldon thing. But you were, while you were there, you knew that they were still just kids were doing whatever the fuck, right?
I know that there's kids in. Like I told you, as soon as he found out who I was, he posted in the chat. I'll show you which page the screenshots on of the doc.
Oh, here's the thing from Andrea Dash. Yeah, then just leave Marble. That's right. I won't let him back in now. I had simply enough. But yeah, to get back to the topic, I actually also wouldn't have to do it, but I do to protect my server, especially me. So he's having a hard time. Marble is the pedophile, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Kippy.
Yeah, age is just a number, and he sounds like he sounds upset to have to throw him out.
It does sound a little bit like that, but as far as I can tell, it's saving face because.
No, I'm saying he sounds like he's upset that he has to throw him out, like he has to get out. Yeah. If it were for my call, because I constantly get attacked by this stupid topic, and it stresses me again and again, and I am so fucked up by it. Just had enough. I know it's like giving up a fight, but I do this for us all. I don't want a thing like this happening every month. I mean, in the beginning, it just stuck to the drama, and yesterday, it already went so far people raided my server, and now to make me look bad and pedophile. Wow, my grammar is slightly better, and maybe just a smooth, and I can't take this anymore. Yeah, you can't think of me being weak, but I admit I am weak. Okay, you could stop doing this. Anyways, moving along. Yeah, Andrew Dash, Blueberry Hat, Die Geist. I can't read the German. Hallo, me, weak Geist. You think you could get back in there with a different Discord, potentially? Something less obvious?
I mean, sure I can. The problem is that I can't find the link, or he deleted the link.
But one will inevitably pop up again.
Right, but I also have his number, like his Discord number. So if you wanted to have a chat with him,
I sent him a friend request. So did our dear beloved creepy reading. We are not going to get added. We both tried.
Of course not.
No. He's like, well, he can't ignore me. I was like, I beg to differ, creepy. He could absolutely not respond to you.
Well, here's another thing is that, he pulls me aside. I think I also told you this, but he pulls me aside in this chat and asks me if I wanted to speak to Mihei because I was in there under the guise that I was a fan of his work. And then he says, yeah, I'm Mihei. And then he starts going off about, his fetishes. And then until after that, after he's done with all that, and I think, the next day that happened, he asked my age. So he didn't start role-playing until after he asked my age, but he told me all the shit he was into.
Not that I'm telling you to catfish, but you probably should have said low and just to see his reaction,
Well, I gave him my age, and he was quite comfortable with that. He didn't seem turned off.
How old are you, Hateful?
22.
No, that sounds perfectly fucking legit. Am I wrong somewhere? What's wrong with
What, are you saying that I'm lying that I'm 22?
No, you paused after I said, yeah, 22 sounds legit, and then you gave me dead silence. I was like, is that wrong to say that was legit? That's why I got confused, because you gave me dead silence.
No, I am 22.
Yeah, no, okay. I'm saying it's all right to be interested in someone who's 22, then you went dead silent. That's where I was like, oh, it's not?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just getting on the right page here.
The golden rule is 18, but I don't even go for 18. I go for people my age.
Yeah. I am officially 15 blue. I don't have a lot of good experiences with that name Blue. Moving along, I was brought to.
Yeah, the post that I was telling you about, it's on page 28. It was right after I was found out, and he posted this. He's like, I just noticed that I forgot to mark the hashtag NSFW for the Matrol role only. Everyone who's 18 plus and wants access, please tell me. With a quick proof of your age, please don't try to fake your age. If I find out, there will be no NSFW for that person permanently.
I'm trying to see.
So this is the gatekeeper for the Gassy Pony server, Anthony. Even though it's been reduced to a bot now.
Who was it before?
I believe it was Andri and the mods.
But why did they do away with the mods as opposed before? Just they got tired of people fucking with it, or what?
I believe they just didn't want responsibility held on the people for giving people access. So hang on, I think
I would put the responsibility for whose room it is at that point then.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the post where that talks about it. I know that I have this in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Talks about the bot. I guess I gotta add it in then.
Okay. Well, let's see. Gamer Tempest is Adario Sex. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's potentially underage.
Mm-hmm.
The Blue here. My horn is bigger and it's getting mounted from behind, so I'm probably gonna have to edit this picture.
No, I can go back and edit these for you.
Okay.
I'm just showing you them uncensored, so there's clarity on both sides.
Well, I'm actually
not 100% sure if this.
I have OBS open and I'm recording screens, so I guess I got a little bit of work ahead of me.
Okay.
That's fine.
Are you looking at the 1227 one?
I don't. How do you know what page you're on in this shit? I can't tell.
If you see in the scroll screen, it tells you which one it is.
29, 28, 27 is, yeah, that's the, well, it's kind of hard to tell with ponies, but that one looks younger.
Yeah, that one looks younger, and then there's another one without a cutie mark on its flank, sucking a dick, and there's also Sweetie Belle in here.
I can't believe
Luna and Celestia as kids.
I can't believe that we're fucking using the cutie marks to set age. I mean, you're not. I've done.
I mean, they look very prepubescent. Is what I'm saying.
Straight to jail, fam. That one, freaking. There's the Christian Clef Note sick thing. I don't know what the age on that one, but there's certainly enough other things to complain about. Good God. So yeah, I got a lot of blurring to do. Manu Pony, there you are. He's out me. And this is where you get busted. His name, our problem, he keeps renaming. I have his name, and since looking for citizen. No, what the fuck? And scrolling down, whatever the fuck this is. What the hell is this?
What is what? Which page are you on?
40, like whatever.
40?
Yeah.
He's talking about Kippy.
Oh.
That he's like not a part of the server, but he's not 100% sure if he's out. And then that's kind of when I lost it. I was like, you don't even know?
Keep going. Kippy's not even part of the server anymore. So if I just mislook, I'll make sure that he is by later. Okay. That's something, alright. Scrolling down.
Yeah, and there's a kid with unbirthing.
Oh, that's what the fuck that was. I was trying to be like, it looks like it's getting crushed.
Mm.
You know. Well, you know, I'm glad I didn't know. So fuck it.
Yeah, it's these three that I'm gonna add right now.
If Kippy is a pedo, that's not Andrea's goddamn fault. Yes. If you make it a public statement, I definitely would alleviate anything in there. If you're gonna act like it never happened, then yes.
Yeah. It seems quite clear to me that they took a half measure in this, and they just told the users to block him, like block communications with him, but they didn't bother to like kick him. And I asked him that, and he's like, "Well, he would have just, friended someone by then." And it's like, okay, well, you try to find out from who, and then you tell them to block that person.
Should have kicked Kippy. Yeah, that sounds fair. They accepted him. Fucking assholes. Man, dude, punny. It wasn't even enough from him to prove that Andri is not a pedophile, but when he cuts life as hell into his arm, opposite, he is found it funny and wanted to see him dead. And look, I didn't find it was funny. I was a bit concerned. Look, I was less patient because he already faked his death at that point.
Right.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was legit.
I think just Mie is just bad at English, because just the way he worded it sounded like he killed himself and not that he left the internet.
Was this the guy that we talked to before? That one guy who had the Brazilian, I think, that we had in the room?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay. The husband's like German.
Okay. Kippy is not Andrea. So in your survey, Kippy is a pedo, but that's not Andrea. God damn it, yes. He took advantage of minors, and Andrea, keep an eye on him. So things like Kippy he doesn't notice, always guess what, he did this. Why didn't you do it sooner? Scrolling ahead. Was it a server? If Kippy is a pedo, and that's Andrea's goddamn fault. Yeah, I feel like this is the same damn thing. It's over and over again. Cuddly Spitfire.
Yeah, it's just, it was for context for the, he's proving that he's not in the server, and I just sent you a duplicate to let you know that that's the same person.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll probably include this probably somewhere down the line when I get to the next town out to Brony, alright?
Right. Like I said, like, my best assessment for this is it's a whole lot of uncertainties, Anthony. It's like, I'm definitely certain that they, weren't going to kick him until, like, something like this hit the fan on them, No, maybe they might let him back in at some point. Maybe they won't. I don't know.
No, I get it, too.
I'm not in there.
If this were anyone of any real substance in the fandom, that person's name would be buried. But since this person's already fucking, pardon my French, shit to begin with.
Right.
I mean, I don't mind covering it.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. I don't need to be cute and funny because this shit's annoying. Yeah, alright, thanks for that. I'm going to hit stop on this. And